We're talking to Mr. Eric Evans and Mr. Michael Pendleton, and the subject is Genesis and an effort to deal with youth incarceration. And of course, Mr. Evans and Mr. Pendleton, before we end this show for today, let's give you, the two of you, over the last 6 minutes to talk about what we might consider to be some of the needs that you have in order to try to do what the two of you are attempting to do. There's no doubt about the importance of what you're involved in, but how can our audience and other folks help you in what you're trying to do? Let's start off with you, Mr. Evans, and then Mr. Pendleton, you can assist us in trying to talk about the needs that this organization has.
Well, one of the biggest needs is just help from the support from the churches and from the community. Like right now, we'll organize a program on the 16th of February where it's like a Hope Award show that will be taping live, and we asking all ministers to come out, check this thing out. That's basically what we need is support, in any financial help that the community can give.
And it's recognized, Mr. Pendleton, that this operation does not operate without some kind of support and some kind of financial help.
Yeah, we just talked about us individually writing checks in the studio here, going around and letting folks know what we're doing. We certainly are in a position. With an awesome vision comes an awesome price tag. We will have a state-of-the-art facility right around the corner from you guys, not too far from you guys, over on McGavick Street, downtown Nashville. So we are looking, there are many ways that the community can support us. Through financial contributions, through our corporate campaign in terms of being able to sponsor the tuition for one of our young men who will be a part of our program. We certainly will have opportunities for folks to mentor in our program in terms of being able to offer those services if you have a business or if you own a business and would like for one of our young men to kind of serve as an internship program. Part of the things, what we're doing with our program is that after they're with us for a year, we want to also be able to begin some intern programs. So we want that kind of continued relationship with them and with the community. We're going to be doing several major events here in the city to make certain that the community know really what we're doing, from putting together a ministerial alliance, bringing together the top leaders in the city who are doing productive things. Eric had mentioned the fact of the Celebrity Hope Awards event that we're doing in conjunction with the International Art Gallery out of Atlanta. They now have a branch of the art gallery here. They actually are going to be designing our award for that Hope Award ceremony on the 16th. And there will be really a lot of ways that we'll see real soon through doing programs like yours and other media things that will kind of alert the community as we move toward that event as to how they might be of service to us.
And so what we're saying is that there is a real need, you believe, Mr. Evans, for what you're doing in order to try to reach out and touch and change some of the lives of some of these young men.
Yes,
Is that what we're saying?
Yes, it is. It's a very, very big need. Along with, like Michael said earlier, we willing to work with any other program, to make this thing happen. And if somebody got a really good idea, we willing to listen and see how we can change the lives of these young men.
And it attempts to reach into the prison system, into the criminal justice system, and bring these young men out and give them hope, I think, as both of you indicated, and to at least provide them an opportunity for not returning to incarceration.
Yes.
And because there's a lot, I understand that there's quite a bit of repeat. Some folks, I think, have referred to it almost as a revolving door.
Exactly.
They go in and out and in and out.
Exactly.
And so what the two of you are trying to do is to simply provide a method whereby we might break that cycle. Is that, is that
well, I mean, I think it's a chain that's not just going to happen through our program, and I do believe that we certainly are going to make a dent in that. We certainly are going to, one of the reasons why we decided to choose 30 young men, 10 in each age group from 10 to 13, 14 to 17, and 18 to 21. We want to make certain that we are definitely impacting their lives by making certain that we have that one-on-one kind of relationship with them. So from an educational standpoint, from a vocational standpoint, we will have that one-on-one attention, and that's what really will make us unique in terms of what we'll offer them.
And of course, such a program is a program that might not solve all of the problems.
Yes.
But the two of you are simply saying that unless something is done, that the situation is not going to get any better, and you've been astounded by the number of individuals that are incarcerated, that are caught up in the system. And,
Exactly.
in other words, so many lost lives. Is that what we're saying?
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
Very good.
And then we must do something about that. And I think we all have our own individual way of being able to do that. It may not be directly working through Genesis, but we all play a part, and that's what we're saying. And Genesis is a part, and we welcome the opportunity for anyone to be able to offer their service, to be able to contribute to that part. And again, we stress it is a collective effort. We believe just being on your program today is a collective effort of you recognizing the importance of the issue.
Very good. And of course, let me thank the two of you for coming by and giving us that excellent information about this organization and about youth incarceration and about some of the things that the average individual might be able to do to help alleviate some of the suffering, make things better. And let me thank you for doing that, and let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.